If somebody's not experienced Sunderland's theatre scene, I think what you're missing out on is the range of possibilities that are there for you. My name's Corinne Kilvington and I am the Artistic Director and founder of Theatre Space North East. We are the only professional producing company in the city, so we're the only people professionally making work here. It's a bit of a feast or famine thing, but it's got lovely community aspects and it's got the start of a really good, really accessible theatre scene, but we've got some work to do. I started Theatre Space because there was nowhere for me to make work professionally in the city, so I was like, I'll just do it myself. And I got together with a group of friends and we did it as an amateur kind of fun project, and then people turned up, people came, people liked it, and we continued to grow from there. And I think what is really unique about theatre in Sunderland is that it can be everywhere. Theatre can find you in Sunderland rather than you having to seek it out. It's like you might be out walking the dog in a park and then all of a sudden there's a battle going on, or there's romance happening, or there's something magical happening and you're not expecting to see it. We did a production of Macbeth in Roker Park. At the point at where Lady Macbeth has lost her mind and she's having the kind of famous night sleepwalking scene. And our actor had her hands out and she was pleading and engaging almost with the audience directly, like she could see them. And this young child stepped out of the audience and just took both of her hands and looked at her and then was like, "You'll be okay." And that was just really beautiful because that was a child who was not constricted by the boundaries of traditional theatre, who acted on an emotional response to an emotional moment and felt safe to do that. And then later on in the same show, we kind of marched down Roker Ravine and we've got a battle happening on the bridge above it. So when those actors weren't in the scene, they were facing the back, and when they were in the scene, they were facing towards the audience. So the action cut from up there and down here, and the four actors turned and stamped just as three cyclists came round the corner, and these cyclists were just confronted by this cast ready for war and about 200 people staring at them. And those are those moments where you're like, we've got you. Whether you intended to or not, whether you ever thought you would, you've stopped to watch Shakespeare in a park, even if it was only for 5 minutes. And now whenever you go past that place in that park, you'll think of that moment. And that's what makes it so powerful. Those emotional moments where you catch people off guard, where they're willing to be vulnerable, and where those normal theatrical rules don't apply. Theatre in Sunderland is shaped by the stories that are in Sunderland. Sunderland is full of history, it's full of characters, it's full of events. And what we love to do is make our stories relevant to the communities, and then we work with communities to tell the stories that they want to tell. What's going to be really wonderful about Culture House is that the wonderful things that they're planning to put in that building will enable people who would never have dreamed of them to have access to them for free, quickly, when an idea strikes. And that gives the city cultural capital. It gives them an expectation of a right to culture. We can help other people provide them. We can help them make them themselves. So giving people access to Culture House and the tools and the idea generating spaces is going to change the cultural capital of the city and the expectation of a right to access culture. I am so excited about Sunderland as a creative city. It's been like a simmering pot for the 12 years that Theatre Space has been here, and it's starting now to bubble over. I think theatre goes back to that primal urge of storytelling and gathering. We've got lots of different ways you can do that in the city. You can do it with the football, you can do it in the bars and the nightclubs. But theatre brings people together to share the telling of a story. You can go away talking about that story, thinking about that story, looking at how your life view has been changed because of that story. So if you're missing out on theatre in this city, find it, go look for it, let it help you be a better person.